Ein wunderschön herzlich willkommen zurück zu Blues and Bullets. Und ja, wir sind stehen geblieben, dass wir erstmal bewiesen haben, dass es hier um Menschenhandel geht. Und jetzt sollen wir beweisen, ob es Verkäufe gab. Und ich glaube, jetzt sind die Beweise, die wir vorher hatten, in der letzten Episode am Anfang, die essentiell wichtig.
According to Ivankov's register, not all his merchandise is accepted by the customer.
Und wer nicht akzeptiert wurde, durfte verprügelt werden wahrscheinlich und endete dann in diesem netten Auffangbehälter in Einzelteilen.
The forgeries belonging to Sophia Capone's kidnapper.
Okay, das hat nichts damit zu tun, das ist unsere Information.
A hefty receipt for children's clothes with yesterday's date.
Oh, die auch nicht, okay.
Someone paid a lot of money for a piece of merchandise that could well be Sophia Capone.
Was?
The cages are labeled with letters, or names and numbers. The labels on the cages could refer to the customers who buy human merchandise from Ivankov. I base this assumption on the register, in which some of the pieces are marked as acceptable and paid for, and others are not. What does he do with the ones that are rejected?
Ja, was wohl? Aber jetzt verstehe ich das. Genau. Wir haben ja Sachen gefunden wie KKK und andere Namen und das sind Namen von bestimmten Leuten in der Unterwelt. Das ist der KKK und ich tippe mal, der KKK, der Ku Klux Klan wird es sein, ne? Dass der den Negro Boy, Little Negro Boy, also sprich ich mag es gar nicht so ausdrücken, aber so wie es halt das Spiel ausdrückt, halt einen schwarzen Jungen haben möchte, so.
A scoreboard, like a knockout tournament. Chewed and stained with blood and body tissue.
Und das da.
Human bodies, dismembered and piled up like trash.
Nein, okay, dann
A
das.
metal table on which bodies were mutilated recently.
Auch nicht.
Cages that likely house dogs.
Ah, okay.
With all the pieces that are rejected by his customers, Ivankov organizes fights, probably to the death, between prisoners and between prisoners and dogs. Maybe even between prisoners and his own men. What is the fate of those that lose?
Das ist jetzt so einfach.
A metal table on which bodies were mutilated recently. Human bodies, dismembered and piled up like trash. It seems clear that those that lose in combat are hacked to pieces. Some of them while they're still alive.
Ah.
I'd say they're then thrown into the water, but there's no proof.
Und in einem U-Boot unter Wasser? Okay. Dann werden wir mal weiter gucken. Wir brauchen noch den Namen. Eigentlich. Hat er noch was zu berichten? Nein. Ne, das sind die gleichen wie vorher. Wir werden dann nochmal hochgehen zu dem Safe. Wir müssen den ja irgendwie aufbekommen. Da ist ein Schlüssel drin mit hoher Wahrscheinlichkeit. Und damit kommen wir in den Container hinten. Apollo hatte gewonnen. To Last Night's Winner. Apollo hatte gewonnen. Aber der Apollo ist wer? Nummer 8. Ging das? Nicht. Schade. Aber es war der Gewinner. Dann müssen wir uns nochmal an der Tafel umsehen. Vielleicht haben wir irgendwas übersehen. Und zwar... Achso, hier erstmal. Da steht nichts weiter. So. Ja, wir sind doch nicht bei der Jüngste, also nicht wundern. So, hier steht Apollo, ne? Auf der 8. Und hier war es so, dass wir der Gewinner sind. Friday Tournament Winner. Apollo. Aber Apollo eingeben können wir ganz schlecht, ne? Haben wir hier irgendwie... Ich guck mal, noch eine Möglichkeit, irgendwas zu sehen? Nee. Dann gehen wir nochmal in diesen in die Schreckenabteil hier. Vielleicht habe ich irgendwas übersehen. Das wäre die 8, aber die hat, glaube ich, keinen Sinn, keinen Nutzen. Und das haben wir alles in Gänsefüßchen begutachtet. Was mich jetzt so wundert ist, welche Nummer? Oder ist das irgendwie eine Nummer? Steht Apollo irgendwie für eine Zahl oder so? Ich meine, ich könnte jetzt nicht alle durchtesten, aber das ist, glaube ich, nicht Sinn und Zweck der Sache. Ach, Moment. 209. Apollo. Das Gewicht. Moment. Dann nehmen wir das Gewicht. Hätte ich vielleicht eher drauf kommen können. Mal gucken, ob es hinhaut und ob es stimmt. So. Nee, falsche Richtung. Ah.
Bingo.
Ein bisschen Whisky und ein bisschen Kohle, die uns überhaupt nicht interessiert. Okay, wir sind ja auch einer der Unbestechlichen. Ja? Also wäre ein bisschen seltsam, wenn. So, und dann schauen wir mal. Okay, hier waren mal Kinder. Oh.
The giant container has been used to hold children. Was Sophia Capone held in the container?
Das heißt es herauszufinden.
Boy's underwear. Dirty.
Ja, eingemacht.
Doesn't look like the dress Capone said Sophia was wearing.
Nah. Well, Sophia was wearing a blue dress with flowers that I personally ordered for her from Italy. Yeah, she was also wearing white ballet shoes with daisies embroidered on them.
Haben wir die Ballerinas gefunden? Sieht so aus. Wir gucken mal kurz. Ja, wir haben die Ballerinas
Was
gefunden.
Sophia Capone held in the container? A girl's shoe identical to the one that Capone said his granddaughter Sophia was wearing.
Okay, 1. Und jetzt schauen wir noch weiter nach Beweisen. Hier vorne ist noch was.
These prisoners were treated reasonably well, all things considered.
Naja. Ist alles relativ.
No adult could sleep here.
Das sieht auch so aus, als ob da noch ein Kind schläft, ja?
What do you have to do to a child before they draw something like that?
Vor allem der Typ da, das scheint der Leibwächter zu sein da. Der da. So sieht das jedenfalls aus, ne?
No adult could sleep here.
Okay.
Someone paid a lot of money for a piece of merchandise.
Nee.
The forgeries belonging to Sophia Capone's kidnapper. A shoe, identical to the one described by Capone, and the documents used by the person pretending to be Sophia's uncle make it certain that she was held here. Sophia Capone was here, but did she get out?
Ja.
Someone paid a lot of money for a piece of merchandise that could well be. According to the register, Ivankov was paid for Sophia, which means she was handed over to his customer. Sophia Capone got out of here, but did she get out alive?
Ja.
A hefty receipt for children's clothes with yesterday's date. Children's shampoo. Someone wanted them to look perfectly presentable. Towels that are still damp. The damp towels, the children's shampoo, and the receipt from the children's clothes shop indicate that they washed and dressed the children before taking them away. I strongly doubt that they washed them just to kill them, so there is reason to believe that Sophia Capone is still alive.
Die Frage
Done
wo?
here. Let's go.
Already? I thought I'd have time to finish Act 4.
Are you doubting my efficiency as a detective?
That would depend on the quality of your conclusions.
Ivankov is a human trafficker. He has various customers who make specific requests. Slavers, pimps, God knows what else. He kidnaps them and puts them in these cages, shackling them and feeding them like animals until he's ready to complete the order. When he has enough, or maybe when the designated day comes around, his customer comes here and decides which of his catches are satisfactory, and which are not. What does he do with the rejects? For many people, this would be a problem, but not for Ivankov. Like a true boxing fan, he organizes fights between the failed candidates. Bloody tournaments, possibly to the death. I'm sure his men place bets, and that the whole sick spectacle, like the Roman circus, helps keep morale high. But, as in the circus, it's not just people that fight. There are animals too. In these cages, Ivankov kept dogs. He forces the survivors to fight them, wearing boxing gloves, until the dogs tear them apart. And if anyone survives, Ivankov's own men finish the job. This leads us to the next problem. What does Ivankov do with the bodies? Easy. He cuts them up on this table, one by one, alive even, if they had the bad luck not to die in the arena.
Oh mein Gott.
And then, I don't know, maybe he throws them overboard, but that's always risky. Maybe if we interrogate him when he wakes up, he can tell us more. But that's not what really interests us. What really interests us is what's inside, or what was inside this container. In recent weeks, Ivankov has kidnapped 9 children for an anonymous client who pays him a fortune for each one of them. The most expensive item of all has been given the initials SC, our Sophia, as proved by one of her shoes, which I found in there. Today, or possibly last night, the customer took delivery of the children and paid in full. Before this, Ivankov bought them new clothes and gave them a shower. Why would he do that? Is it to sell them into adoption in wealthy families? I very much doubt it, but I can't figure out another reason. What I do think is that his client doesn't want to leave loose ends. I think he forced him to get rid of the rest of his prisoners. This is why they organized fights yesterday, dismembered the combatants, and even killed all the dogs.
Oh mein Gott.
Are you joking?
No.
Oh, man.
Da stand ja.
Let's take this piece of shit to Capone.
What?
They're old friends. I'm sure Alphonse will be happy to...
Out of the question. You saw what he did to Burke. You want him to do it again? Want us to lose another witness? Christ, 20 years ago I let a child murderer slip through my fingers. I won't let that happen again. What if the two cases are related?
Not gonna persuade you, am I?
No.
Okay.
Ah.